Why will he do it? Sometimes the Lord will lead you into trouble to show you his mighty hand. He just wants to show you what he can rear back and do. He wants to prove himself to you. Man, one of the best ways that we have to prove the Lord is in our giving. It's the only time in Scripture that he says, prove me, test me in this, and see if I won't open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you can't contain. Now, if he's going to prove himself in that way, guess what's going to come in that process? Because it's not an event, it's a process. In that process, there are going to be months that you don't know how you're going to pay that tithe. There are going to be months that when you pay your tithes, you're going to go, oh my gosh, what have I done? I need that money now. I need an oil change. And God says, I'm going to prove myself to you. I'm leading you into this corner. I'm leading you. I'm doing it. I'm taking you into trouble because I want you to see that your trust doesn't need to be in you. It needs to be in me. And we Americans have a lot of trouble with that. We want to be self-sufficient. I'm self-dependent. I can do this. And God says, no, you can't. And I'm not going to let you have the easy path because I'm going to lead you into trouble so that you know that your only hope and trust must be in me. Sometimes the Lord will lead us into trouble so that we will learn how to trust him even in the dark. Even in the dark, even when the lights are out, even when you can't see God, you can't hear God, you're crying out. It seems like he went on vacation for a year. And you don't feel him, you don't get any direction, and you're like, where are you, God, in this? And God will do that in our life because he wants to bring us to a place that we will trust him even in the dark. And to get you to that point, sometimes he has to let a lion come into your life or a bear come into your life, as he did with the little shepherd boy named David, so that when Goliath comes, and Goliath is coming, you've got a little experience under your belt. See, those Israelites, when Goliath would come out and taunt the living God, these soldiers, I mean, they're soldiers. They're trained for war, as many of you are trained for war. But they didn't have those skirmishes, those little skirmishes in their life to give them faith in God. They hadn't learned how to trust God in the little things, and they were afraid. But here comes the little bread boy, delivery boy, delivering bread and cheese. And he comes into the camp. And there's Goliath making his taunt. And little shepherd boy goes, wait a minute. I can do this. Because the same God who delivered me from the lion when it came in to take the sheep, and I killed that lion with my bare hands. God helped me. God did it. I know I can't kill a lion with my bare hands, but God enabled me to do this. The same God who delivered that bear into my hands, I know I couldn't do that by myself, but God helped me to kill that bear. That same God is with me today, and I can take out this Goliath. But if God always takes us around trouble, the shortcut, when that Goliath shows up and the fever won't break in your 3-year-old and you don't know what to do, you're not going to have enough faith and trust in God to stand when you need to stand because you haven't learned how to trust God with your money. Hello. See, it's not just about giving your money. It's the process of giving that says, I trust God more than I trust my own ability to make this go further than he can do it with 90%.